To watch the Missing Midnight Movies episodes, please email or DM me on Instagram to gain access to the Google Drives containing them. Thank you for watching.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Jack and Jozie Watch. This week we're going to be watching The Thing, or John Carpenter's The Thing, specifically.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other movie where the director's title is so vehemently attached to it, except maybe Coppola's Dracula. But here's how we're gonna do this. Every week, last time Josie picked Ghostbusters. That was his pick for a commentary. This is my pick this week, and I'm picking The Thing.
Alright, so yeah, today we're watching The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. Definitely my favorite John Carpenter movie.
Unlike, of course, we both love Ghostbusters, but that was really Josie liked that movie a lot more than I do. Whereas I feel like with The Thing, there's a lot more consensus about. We both appraise the movie pretty relatively the same.
It's my favorite movie effects wise.
I think we both put this in at least in our top 20 favorite movies list.
Oh, easily.
Maybe even top 10.
I put it in top 10. Yeah, I think it's phenomenal. I'm a practical effects fanatic. I definitely prefer it over CG every time.
Almost every time for me.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, let's get this bitch on the road.
All right. We'll let you guys know when to start the movie.
All right, so keep that Blu-ray player paused.
Mm-hmm. We're not starting just yet, guys.
Or streaming or DVD or whatever you have. It's like riff tracks. It's like that. We're gonna find a more exact way to do it in the future, but I don't know.
Bear with us. I'm gonna turn subtitles on.
Yeah, because we're not gonna be listening to the movie very much.
Oh look, there is commentary.
You literate piece of shit. You didn't even see that, man.
No, it wasn't on the case. It wasn't. Whatever. English. I like the noises. Reminds me of the PS2 Wall-E video game. Alright. 3, 2, 1, click. Actually, you know what? We're gonna wait till the movie actually starts because it's going through the.
We should plan this out better, dude. We should just wait for do riff checks as just edit in later on. Hey, start the movie 3, 2, 1, click click play.
Nah.
All right. Say, Josie, you're not under 17, right?
Oh, I'm 15.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, Universal is showing up right here. So hopefully you're in sync. Universal.
Man, we should have brought my fucking DVD. Just start the fucking movie as soon as possible.
Well, then why didn't you bring it, Jack?
I was gonna as just a good luck charm, but.
Well, I guess we're gonna have some bad luck.
I'm of the opinion, by the way, that Blu-rays and DVDs are basically
a universal picture that just showed up on screen. So
I always felt like the U and the A in universal a little too close together. It looks like one word.
I guess. Starring Kurt Russell.
Listen to that music, dude.
I'm going to turn that up.
Oh, you don't have to, okay? Because you know what music I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is one of the best soundtracks. It's done by
John Carpenter.
Well, no.
Doesn't John Carpenter do the soundtracks for all his movies?
He does part of the soundtrack for this one, but this one was done by Ennio Morricone, who did a lot of spaghetti westerns. Good to Bad and Ugly, I think. But
Skitty.
This really goes to show what a bum rap this movie got when it came out, because they were even shitting on the music, and the music was done by this acclaimed composer.
Are you talking about the critics?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie was panned. Whoa, it's just so stupid.
Well, what happened is it bombed at the box office because it came out 2 weeks before or after E.T. So E.T. was pretty stiff competition.
Dude, I would have, as a kid, nothing would have made my nipples harder than if an E.T. or an evil alien movie came out right after the shitty fucking wholesome, family-friendly E.T. movie.
E.T.'s kind of scary too, in kind of uncanny kind of way, but yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I love, it's like a big fuck you to this stupid, sentimental, conventional bullshit.
I love how, like, kind of generic. I mean, not generic, but, like, it's a flying saucer, which is kind of strange for, like, how kind of around this movie is. Having like,
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I think of Night Flyer, that movie, and how the vampire wore, like, a really traditional Dracula costume, even though he looked like a barbaric monster. Like, I think... I love when monster stuff that's, like, super freaky actually mixes in that classic aesthetic.
This font was taken lifted straight from the Howard Hawks version. They achieved this effect by, like, just taking, like, a print of the title and putting it behind, like, a fish tank full of smoke, and they put a garbage bag behind that, and they just sort of burned it, and it created this sort of great effect.
It's a cool font.
Yeah. Great. I love those two beats, like bum bum, bum bum, like a heartbeat. So creepy. These scenes were filmed in Juneau, Alaska, the mountainous regions. So this whole thing started with a novella by John Campbell, published in 1938.
I thought they based this movie off of Among Us, the game.
Unfortunately, not. They did not come out yet.
Oh.
But
Walk Among Us.
John Campbell was a pretty big name in science fiction. You got a lot of guys started. Isaac Asimov, Theodore Sturgeon, Robert Heinlein, real heavy hitters in the science fiction scene. He kind of got them all started.
Also, this movie is technically a reboot.
Yeah, it's a reboot
of a pretty shitty movie.
We'll talk about that in a second.
I've met someone who prefers the original Thing. I'm like,
I've met a few people like that.
Really?
I've heard of them. But
how is there more than one?
We'll talk about that in just a second. I want to talk about like a few more things. I want to talk about the Who Goes There a little bit longer. The novel is called Who Goes There. Great title, but the thing's a little bit better. Well, I'll be talking about the differences between the novella and the movie.
It's a husky, like Ruby.
Yeah, I love Ruby.
Ruby, your dog.
Except that one has brown eyes, and Ruby's a bit cuter.
Ruby's also a bit sassier and
Ruby's very
misbehaved.
Sassy. Ruby's not misbehaved. She's okay.
Uncle Thomas husky.
I love this introduction. It provides such a great mystery for the audience. Like, why are these people shooting at this ordinary husky?
Probably because they're cat people.
But anyway, John Carpenter was a big fan of the 1950 Howard Hawks thing. He homaged it in his movie Halloween. You see a little, the kids watching it on the TV.
Overrated movie.
We'll talk about that. But they wanted to go with like a few different people, a few different directors before they landed on Carpenter. They considered John Landis of American Werewolf in London. They considered Tobe Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But they landed on Carpenter because he was a big fan of the Hawks version. But the one thing he didn't like about the Hawks version is that he felt the monster was pretty crappy, and I'm inclined to agree.
Me too.
Here we are at Outpost 31. This was also constructed in Juneau, Alaska. Very, very hostile environment. It could be very perilous for the actors and crewmen.
Chess wizard.
I love this introduction for McCreary. I think it does a lot to inform his character.
McCreary, you say?
McCreary. I got confused. I always get his name confused with like Bear McCreary.
Well, it is Pride Month. This is a great little character moment.
Yeah.
Here.
It foreshadows like his role to play in the story, where like the computer cheats and instead of conceding defeat, he just destroys the chessboard.
I like that way of thinking, just winning outside the box kind of thing.
In the script, McCready is described as 35, helicopter pilot, likes chess, hates the cold, the pay is good, which I think is all you need to know about him.
Mm-hmm.
They considered a few different people to play McCready. One of them was Christopher Walken.
No.
Why would they even consider him?
No.
They considered Nick Nolte and Jeff Bridges, who I think would have been a good McCready, but I'm glad they went with Russell. Of course, Carpenter had him in mind from Escape from New York, which he completed the previous year. This sort of helicopter footage was used as stock footage in Outer Limits episode, the 90s remake. Dead Man Switch, which I think is a pretty good episode, but maybe could have been a little bit better. But that's a whole other story. The script is by Bill Lancaster. They got a few other people involved.
I feel like I've heard that name somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, what else has he done?
Oh, I don't know.
Lancaster sounds familiar. I've heard that somewhere.
They got the writer for Logan's Run, the novel, to lend his hand for the pen, but he turned it away. He even considered one of my all-time favorite writers, Richard Matheson, to pen the script, but he wasn't available.
That's one of your all-time favorite writers?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I Am Legend, The Twilight Zone.
I didn't know that.
Hell House is great. What Dreams May Come it's a beautiful story. I highly recommend that.
Hell House. You ever seen Hell House LLC?
No, I don't think they're related, though.
They're not. It's a good movie. Might be my favorite found footage movie, actually.
Yeah, I think the only one I've seen is Blair Witch.
Really?
Yeah, that might be the only one I've ever seen.
I went on a bit of a found footage kick a couple months ago.
Really?
So I was watching just a shit ton of them. And Hell House LLC is pretty damn good.
As a genre, do you think it's good?
Yes, I actually really do like Lost found footage.
We really should watch Lost Tapes one of these days.
Yeah, we should. Found footage is I like that shit.
It's very hard to get right.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Maybe that, or I just enjoy the genre.
I mean, The Village, I think, is a pretty bad one, and I haven't seen that, but I know it's bad.
The what?
The Village, not The Village. I'm sorry, I'm getting my Shyamalan movies confused. The Visit.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Look at that Ruby. This dog is named Jeb.
Jack and Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby and Jack.
So
fucking dumbass bitch.
Yeah, that always did kind of seem weird to me. Like, how would he make such a kind of a Three Stooges kind of blunder? Oh damn! It just went up. There was a
God. America, speak English, boy.
If anyone's wondering, what he just said, translated, means get the hell out of here. That's not a dog. It's some sort of thing. It's imitating a dog. It isn't real. Get away, you idiots.
Yeah, Jack actually speaks Norwegian.
No, I just looked it up.
I tried to make you look smart, and he just tore himself down.
Well, I don't like lying.
That's true. Jack does not like lying. I guess I kind of don't.
Except on my back. Ooh, brutal. Those are kind of strange-looking goggles he was wearing. Those are actually a lot of people don't really consider this when they're in Arctic environments, but it's so white and it can get so bright that all the light ambience can really actually straight up blind you. So there are a lot of Eskimos and Inuit people really do wear carved blinders like that.
Yeah, it's like sunglasses.
It's really interesting. In the novella, it was a crew of 37, which would have been a little too bloated for a movie. I'm glad they whittled it down to 12.
Yeah.
Even in the novella, it was a bit too crowded. I guess we might as well talk about the Howard Hawks version. Now, I think it's a really good movie, especially for the time. It was very groundbreaking. It really trailblazed the science fiction genre. But
the way they kill the monster is boring as fuck.
All things considered, it was it's just a Scooby-Doo episode. It's an hour and a half Scooby-Doo episode.
Not even a good one.
Yeah, it's just a run around with monsters and stuff. The characters are really stock, although, again, to be fair, it was 1950. Those stock characters were probably a little more cutting edge then, but it holds up fairly well. But I don't think people who say it's comparable to this movie are really being honest. That's one of James Ross's biggest L takes. I
don't like to accuse people of just wanting to come across as special, but I really do not get people who say they prefer that movie over this one.
It's got overlapping dialogue. That means it's great, actually. James Rolfe said, not only was James Rolfe, if he just said it was he liked it better, that'd be fine, but James Rolfe said, in the Hawks version, the characters were better, and there was more suspense and paranoia in the Hawks version, which is that's just not just wrong, but that's fundamentally opposite of reality. That's the opposite of truth. That's preposterous.
Yeah, it's hard for me to.
That's really bias coming in, and I don't think he's being objective. If you prefer the Hawks version, more power to you, but I don't think you're being honest. You're saying
if you prefer the Hawks version, I want you touched in your butt.
And of course, it was not an accurate adaptation. they really only took they really only bought the rights for the Hawks version because they really like the idea of a monster being frozen in ice and it thawing out. It's a plant man, not a shapeshifter.
I think this movie is a good representation of what a reboot should do.
It improves, yeah.
I think instead of rebooting,
or draw from the source material if there's a literary source.
I think instead of rebooting, great movies from the past. We should reboot old movies and make them good.
Yeah, or like old movies that could be improved. This gentleman on the roller skates, his actor's named TK. In the commentary, John Carpenter said that like he was really paranoid about the cast being like racist. Like I guess like whenever he met somebody, he'd be like, "Hey, you're not racist, are you?" I don't know.
I guess that's a fair thing to not have.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I wonder if Keith David felt the same. Maybe even ask Keith David, like, "Hey, Keith David, you racist?" He's like, "No, I'm not."
I love Keith David.
Yeah, you know who they consider to play this child other than Keith David?
Huh.
Ernie Hudson. Which, I think he would have been a great...
I would have preferred that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, come on.
No,
he's a Ghostbuster.
He's cool, but he's not badass like fucking...
Yes, he is. What the... You take that right the fuck
he's
back, Jack.
Badass. Okay, he's badass, but he's not Keith David badass.
No, he is. He's more badass. He was a Ghostbuster.
Is a Ghostbuster more badass than Spawn?
Yes, Jack. Yes, that Spawn movie sucked ass.
Hang on, though.
No, not the movie.
The animated show.
Yes, I'm getting my shit mixed up.
Hang on.
The animated show is actually pretty good.
Hang on, though. Has Ernie Hudson ever been in an episode of Hazbin Hotel like Keith David has?
Yeah, exactly.
What about Adventure Time?
You're just steel-manning me.
It is weird to think that Keith David was in Adventure Time.
That Spawn show is fucking awesome, though.
Oh, it is.
And that movie sucks so much ass.
Yeah. Should have gotten Keith David to play him.
Nah, he doesn't need to be involved with that. Spawn's actually one of my favorite superheroes ever. I think he rules.
So, it's never really explained what their purpose on this research base is. I guess it's implied they're studying, like, the atmosphere.
You don't really need to know.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, but and then the novella, it's explained that they're studying the electromagnetism of the poles, which was a lot more mysterious a thing in 1938. Taking it up the ass. I wish I had like a setup like this with the ping pong tables and the. Ooh, look at Jeb. He's like a really, really good actor for a dog. This is really the actor like piloting the helicopter for a little bit here. Although you can kind of tell when the pilot switches over. See how he's kind of shaking a little bit? Boom, boom. Boom,
bum,
boom.
bum, 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 bum. Aye, bum, 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 bum. Man, I'm so fucking annoying.
Yeah. Another difference in the novella and the adaptation is that in the novella, it's the Americans that find the thing, not the Norwegians.
Norwegians.
The Norwegians.
Norwegians.
The Norwegians. That guy always reminds me of Bill Burr for some reason.
Why? Because he's ginger.
I don't know, something about his face and like his mannerisms just kind of tells me that.
You're like, yeah, so I was on this Arctic base, you know?
Couple of ladies. A lot of people, this movie actually got a little bit of criticism at the time for not having any female characters. And I feel like this is like the only movie I can think where like not only is there like no like female lead characters, but like not even like we don't even see a female.
People bitch and moan and whine when you make a movie where female characters get ripped apart, and they bitch and whine when there's no female characters in the movie where people get ripped apart.
I think having female characters would have overcomplicated things because you're adding like another like dynamic of like men want to be protective over them, and it would have just overcomplicated stuff.
I just.
Look at how good Jeb is being right here. This is brilliant acting for like an animal.
I just don't think it is. I agree.
No, look, just watch this play out.
Yeah, I know. I've seen this movie.
No, I know. I'm like, that silhouette right there. It's not a silhouette of any cast member. That's like some random crew member. Although I like to think that it was what's his name? Norris. I think it's Norris in that scene.
Chuck.
That's
Norris.
my theory. It either has to be Norris or Palmer. It has to be one of those two. Or no, it couldn't have been. It couldn't be what's his name? Blair.
Speaking of the Blair Witch Project, I didn't really enjoy that movie.
I liked it a lot, but I couldn't really say it stuck with me.
Yeah, it just I get it. You know, I think it's a good movie. But
Do you think maybe it was like because you're more familiar with like it was kind of the first found footage movie, so you think it was like a lot more groundbreaking back then?
Well,
People treated it
yeah.
differently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it being a little bit more quote unquote realistic is what made it more convincing.
This is actually the exact same set of the regular Outpost 31. It's just after they did the climax after it was burned, and they used it to film the Norwegian camp, which I think is pretty clever and also kind of foreshadowing in a weird kind of meta way. Right now we're about to enter away. This is not in Alaska anymore. This is a refrigerated set on in LA. They had refrigerated sets because that was the best way to make breath visible. It wasn't that cold, but they put humidity. They made the air very humid with moisture to make the breath visible. They gave them a lot of hot drinks.
Mm-hmm.
At some points, they even took little chunks of dry ice and put them in their mouth, which is a little dangerous because dry ice is frozen CO2, and you breathe too much of that stuff in, you could poison yourself. I love stories where you see what could happen to the main characters if they don't get their shit together and solve this problem. While we're here, we might as well talk about the 2011 prequel movie.
I haven't seen it. And
I won't say much on it. I'm just say that it's a bad movie. It probably would have been a lot better if they stuck with the amazing practical effects they had instead of CG overing them, which is just.
Well, at that point, if you're just gonna reuse all the effects, why even make a reboot? I mean.
Well, it's new effects. They made new practical effects, but they CG'd over them, which I think is completely counterintuitive. But
it's like when they fucking CG over the Spider-Man costumes.
It's just poor. It was poorly written. They have two different speaking casts, and they didn't take advantage of the language barrier at all, so it adds paranoia. The Thing is usually just a blob of tentacles instead of a unique design. It's too bombastic and ready to reveal itself.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Even the characters don't even consider they're finding an alien organism. They don't even consider bacteria and stuff. At least in the novella, and even in the Hawks version, they consider alien bacteria. Oh, that's I have to talk about that. Another big problem I have with the Hawks version is how really pro-military and anti-science it is. It's really just
fuck the military.
It's really jingoistic and don't ever try to make peaceful contact with aliens. Just fucking shoot to kill. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. It's pretty retarded.
Yeah.
I'm a huge
big, real red scare.
Yeah, McCarthyism.
Fuck things that are different. Shoot first. The military knows best. Those scientists don't know what they're talking about.
Those people legitimately the most pathetic human beings.
Yeah.
People who just are military suck-ups.
They got real nervous shooting this thing because apparently that fake corpse looked a little too unconvincing in real life. But it looks good to me.
Looks good to me too. The military is just cops with way more jurisdiction.
But I want to say I love the image of the frozen blood from his slashed wrist holding icicles. That's really metal.
That is pretty dope.
McCreary is such a cool character.
You think when he was a kid, people called him Queerius?
No, I don't think so.
Bully him?
No, I don't think so.
I
think Kurt Russell was the bully. If anything, he's too cool to be a bully.
Yeah, I guess he kind of does have that jockey.
I mean, he's kind of a bully in this movie. I mean, his character is.
I wouldn't say that.
No, but he is tough and he's no nonsense. He's not as big a bully as Childs is, or can be. Well, up ahead here, we're going to see a slightly unconvincing fake icicle. It's going to be flopping around a little bit. What a great beard he has. I love the way he looks in this movie. And,
he does have a pretty...
Escape from New York.
Iconic look.
It's like a lion mane, almost.
It's kind of strange, though, that he has, a blowout on an Arctic base.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
See, look at that. See that icicle dangling?
Mm-hmm.
But,
you can just assume, it's just a loose icicle.
Maybe. Strangely enough, though, he looks very similar to his character in the novella. In the novella, he describes McCready as being a big bronze man with a copperish kind of beard.
Copper. It's a nice word.
Yeah. In the novella, we actually do see what's inside the block of ice. don't get a good description of him, but it's described as having like bluish gray skin and hair like worms and 3 bright red eyes. But I like in this version, it's a little mysterious, like what it could have looked like.
Yeah, I prefer that.
And even then, it's not really a base form. It can be assumed it's like just another amalgamation.
Mm-hmm. But I still like that we never like know it's original.
This is a great little model here. Not a model, like a, I guess, statue.
Prop.
It's such a creative creature design in concept, like a thing that can consume you, but like divide and leave a replica, and it can draw on all this different alien DNA to form all kinds of different monstrosities.
Jack, I'm surprised you haven't plugged your essay on the thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that, but there's a sort of debate around the movie. I know this was definitely used in the Outer Limits episode, but there's a debate around this movie about whether or not you would know if you were assimilated or not. Now, I'm a firm believer that you would have to know, or at least you'd be dead.
I was always under the impression that the alien kills you and takes over your body and pretends to be you. Like whether it's like
you didn't think it absorbed people like physically.
No, I thought it was like it's essentially puppeting you. Like, and you've died.
Yeah.
But apparently, and this is news to me until Jack told me, apparently people don't interpret it that way.
The people who made this movie don't interpret it that way.
Which is so strange to me.
Which is like, of course,
I feel like that's how it would naturally play out.
Yeah, of course, because like, how could it do things that it needs to do to propagate its survival? Unless it can like erase memories or...
That's how like brain... Fucking, I don't know what you call it.
How is it able to like do shit to? It's a bad idea. I go on else in the essay, but like it's a bad idea to let the human like do the walking and the talking because it could do like mistakes that would like get it killed.
That's how like brain infecting parasites work and like bugs and stuff.
And more than that,
I'm pretty
like,
sure.
from a narrative character point of view, like it's just not as intimidating to have the thing basically just be a virus. It's more creepy to think like it's talking to you and actively manipulating you.
Well, I mean, I don't even think it's actually like talking to you. I mean,
you don't?
Well, no, I think that the person that has become the thing is dead, and essentially you're just looking at a skin suit being worn by an alien.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's talking to you.
No, it's not. Oh, you mean the skin suit is talking to other people?
No, the alien creature is talking to you.
No, it's not talking to you because you've died. There's no to
it's
talk to.
It's not talking to. Okay, hey, I'm sorry. It's not talking to me, the victim. It's talking to everyone else.
That's what I just was trying to clarify. You said no.
No, you didn't say it like that.
Okay, whatever.
I think you should know what I meant when I'm saying like it's not talking.
Well, I did, and then I was like, no, you mean this, and you were like, no. And so I was like, okay.
No, I'm sorry, but like, look, it's not talking to me, the victim. It's talking to it's an alien. It's talking to everyone else.
Yes.
That's what I think I made that pretty obvious from the get-go, but
I beg to differ.
You're being a little too crazy about this.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
But the point is, like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like it's not as creepy if like the thing isn't talking to you and like pretending to be human, and like making like manipulative decisions. It's not nearly as intimidating as a villain.
Yeah, it's way less intimidating if it's just sitting inside you waiting for the time to burst out.
Yeah, it's just a chest burster then.
Mm-hmm.
But you can all read that on the essay on the King Loki's Creep Show Substack. Links below, I'm sure.
It's very good.
There's a lot of good essays there. We recently uploaded an essay on 120 Days of Sodom by another very talented writer we have.
By the name of?
Oh, I don't remember her name. I don't even know her like pen name. This actor, I can't recall his name right now, but he was a sort of cowboy kind of person in previous jobs. So he had a lot of experience, like skinning things and digging up organs, like deers and stuff. So he didn't really flinch stuff like this. But to general audiences, apparently this was like really hardcore.
Have you ever skinned or gutted something?
No, I can't say I have.
I did a deer when I was a kid.
I love the eyeball creeping out of the socket there. You want me to be a pedantic asshole?
So, like, as always.
One of the problems with this movie
as you were.
One of the problems with this movie is not really a problem, but like a flub is like in the Arctic there's not a day-night cycle like this. It's several months of day, several months of night. You don't see day night like this.
I mean, shit like that I can always just be like, oh yeah, in this world it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's just a flub. There's a difference between like a problem and like just a flub, whereas like a detail's like missing.
I don't know. Anytime I watch a movie, I'm always I always see it as like an alternate universe. I'm like, oh, that's just how it works in that universe.
I mean, in this universe, like the the way the planet moves would have to be different, but sure.
I can accept that. Why not? There's aliens.
Yeah. But I mean, as flubs go, it's a pretty useful flub because I think it does help to like have like different scenes being in day and different scenes being at night.
I mean, for all we know, they understood that. But they're just like, we're gonna take the artistic liberty of just not doing that because it makes for a better story.
Maybe so.
And that's what I would have done, even if I had that information readily available.
You gotta be real judicious about that stuff. But sometimes it's worth it, like in this. He's one of the best, like Marty McFly.
Calling me chicken?
Yeah, I'm calling you chicken.
Well, that's really mean. Please don't do that.
Here's Jeb being a better actor than most humans nowadays. When we get to this scene, there's gonna be like some rubber dogs. I'm gonna try and point out to you when I can.
I don't know. I actually think some of like the best actors I've ever seen have been like modern stuff.
The best what?
I think some of the best actors I've ever seen have been like really modern stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't knock him. But yeah, this is for a dog. Pretty stellar.
Yeah, I don't know what they did to like make him act like this. I guess it was just a really like he knew the assignment kind of dog, but.
I mean, it's impressive to me that people are able to train dogs to like strategically run through like those mazes for dog shows.
Or like helper dogs, like aid dogs. I don't know what are they called?
Guard? No, not guard dogs.
Yeah, that whatever.
Assistant.
Yeah, like those dogs help like blind people and
guide dogs.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're. Yeah.
I think that's a rubber dog, right? That's a rubber dog. That's definitely a fake dog right there.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Yeah, it looks good enough to me. That's real. And here we go. This is the first like big special effect scene.
I think it's a really good move to have it start out as a dog.
Yeah.
Because people, I think in general, just react way more poorly to seeing animals being mutilated and gored than people.
Oh boy, do I.
And so having it be a dog, I think is genius. Like, yeah, this is really a great way to freak the audience the fuck out and make them scared of your monster.
And it explains like why the Norwegians are chasing after it.
I love the way its face fucking falls off when it like blossoms.
Yeah. It's also like a great way to like introduce this kind of like alien contagion because like it was wandering around for most of the day. We have no idea who's infected, who's not. It's a great delivery mechanism.
Other dogs trying to escape.
That fluid is squirting at that poor dog right there. It's let's see, that's some kind of chemical they put in Twinkies. It's harmless, but it must not have been very fun for the dog.
That's a good word to describe something you digest. So there's a chemical they put in Twinkies.
Yeah, it's like some sort of like emulsifier, I think, like a filling agent.
Another Ghostbusters reference?
Maybe so.
Question mark?
Yeah, there were a lot of weird. Just. I don't know if you remember last time, but like last time I also said Christopher Walken was considered for the voice, one of the characters' roles. So it's really showed up twice. I love the sound effect of like the hissing like cicada noise.
Yeah, it really goes to show just how fucking manipulatable just people are in general. When E.T. was able to make people think this movie sucks.
I'd say a bit more complicated than that, but
still,
it's a reason why it flopped. I'm not sure it's a reason why people thought it sucked.
No, but people did think it sucked.
Yeah, they did, but I'm not gonna put the blame on that for E.T.
Fuck E.T.
Yeah, E.T.'s not the best.
I would have touched E.T. in his butt if I was there.
I love how McCready like kind of like had this like sixth sense that something was wrong, but like couldn't articulate it. He wants the flamethrower. Now move. There's another kind of flub with the movie. Like, why would they have a flamethrower here?
I can buy it. They're like fucking, military adjacent people.
I think in the novelization they explain like it's for like disposing hazardous waste, which is like, well, what are they doing up here?
I feel like in a climate that's pretty hostile, with snow, I feel like a flamethrower would be pretty useful.
I mean, if you'd like to, that's a great shot. Look at that.
God,
that looks beautiful, man.
Making things slimy is just such a great way to make them gross.
Well, it depends on what kind of slime. That's a great, like, amniotic looking, like, frog skin slime. Great roar, by the way, too. I love the way this thing sounds. This is a film in reverse, of course. Just replay the footage in backwards.
This is the kind of movie that like.
Here's some dog violence that you mentioned that really gets on the audience nerves. Ooh,
it's fucking awesome.
I really like the character of what's his name? The dog guy. It'll come to me, but he's a really kind of underplayed kind of character that I think is really good. Like this guy who's closer to the animals, kind of quiet.
God, all the forms that the thing takes out this movie are so creative.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just design wise. Look at that! It's like skittling up like a fucking bug. It's making a buggy noise.
There's a part up here that I really want to mention that's really cool. I'd never noticed until I watched the commentary today. The eyes, that's fucking beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Right here, look at this.
God.
No, the flower.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like a flower. That's dog tongues. It's an amalgamation of dog tongues with dog teeth.
That's so fucking creative.
That's so creative.
Awesome. This is the kind of movie you watch that like just inspires you to create.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was gonna hold this off until like later, but like, do you have like a favorite form the thing takes in this movie?
Yeah, that.
That was your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Because inherently just making
great introduction.
Just animals in general, it's gonna be tugging on your heartstrings.
Like specifically like that the dog thing, or like that kind of like blob thing we just saw with the flower.
Oh, when it's a dog.
Okay, just want to clarify that.
It just strikes a chord in me, and I love it.
It's a great introduction to the monster.
Sure is. It's perfect. I think this honestly might be a top 5 movie for me.
It's a perfect movie.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I would put it a 10 out of 10. This is another kind of prosthetic, I guess, that got on people's nerves. It's very realistic looking. They use a combination of like cream corn and look at that. I had written it down. Yeah, they use melted bubblegum, microwave bubblegum, mayonnaise, cream corn, and KY jelly.
Dude, like learning about all that shit. It's like when I was like learning about the original Evil Dead. It's like this makes me want to make a movie. Like I could do that. I can make a. Well, I mean, obviously I can't do that, but like I can fucking make a bunch of cream corn and oatmeal together and create some gory looking shit.
Or like what I explained, like how they made the opening credits with like the garbage bag and the fish tank.
Mm-hmm. It's like
I love that little.
that.
I love how it opens up. Like Carpenter described it as like Chinese boxes where like you open up and there's something inside, like a just layers upon layers of like different evolutions and viscera.
It's like an onion. We should watch Shrek.
Yeah, why not? I like how it's explained in the novella, but this guy does a pretty good job. Blair does a pretty good job explaining it.
Blair Bear.
Yeah, Blair Bear.
He's like the Van Helsing of the group. I mean, he doesn't know, but like.
Yeah, I mean, do you think when do you? I mean, maybe you've not thought about it, but when do you think Blair becomes infected with the thing? Do you think?
I haven't made any like mental note in that.
Yeah, I'll talk about this. I'm of the opinion that right now he is not the thing, but he could be. I can see there's arguments for it.
Look, now I know this is a stretch and a bit of a hot topic, but let me be clear.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Clark, that's his name. In a documentary I saw, he seemed like the sweetest of all the guys. I don't know, something real genuine about him.
This is you want to fuck him?
Yeah, this is a great scene right here.
He said, yeah.
This is a great scene right here where you really like grasp the scope of the danger there, and they're like, "You mean that dog wasn't put until last night?" That's a pretty terrifying implication.
I forget. Why are those dogs there?
It's not really. I guess they're like sled dogs. It's just not really explained very well.
I don't care.
It makes a lot more sense in the 1938 novella, where it was like a much more common means of transportation. They don't have a helicopter and stuff.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with the explanation that like they just make for a good scene.
In the novella, it also had like they had cows and stuff. Like the cow becomes assimilated, and they have to consider like, oh my god, we drink milk from that thing. Are we
Moo.
This is of course an homage to the Howard Hawks version.
Moo.
Moo. So is right now at least no, not three. Right now there are three possible candidates for who could be infected. It would be Blair. It would be what's his name? Palmer and the guy who gets a heart attack. I think it's Norris. It's Norris, it's Palmer, and it's either Blair right now.
Man, they need to call an emergency meeting and scope out the imposter.
Yeah, right there. Homage to the Hobbs version.
There's an imposter among them.
I'm of the opinion that right now, Blair is not the thing because the way he reacts. Well, there's an explanation that he could maybe be assimilated and be like manipulating them all to becoming paranoid, but to me that would just strike as like the thing playing its hand a little too. Like if it just didn't do that, it wouldn't have any problems. It would be able to blend in.
Such a great fucking word for it to the thing. That's exactly what it is. It's a thing.
They refer to the thing a few times in the novella. It works really well.
It's like that's the perfect word for it.
I love his cowboy hat. But yeah, I like to think that right now, definitely Norris is definitely assimilated, and maybe Palmer too. Maybe both of them are.
What about Ben? I think isn't he the thing?
Who? Which one?
Ben Grimm.
Oh no. Yeah, no. You got me.
Oh, I got you.
And the novella, when they find the spaceship, they accidentally destroy it because like the hull is made of magnesium and it reacts violently with thermite, which is magnesium's a pretty crappy material to make a spaceship out of, but whatever. Very the novella was very Lovecraftian. I think this scene gets across the Lovecraftian feeling really well too.
You know, I think that term gets thrown around a little too much.
No, but like I think this really fits the bill. There's a whiteout. They experience a few whiteouts in when filming, and they're very terrifying.
I can imagine.
They describe it as like being on the inside of a ping pong ball, which is like a lot scarier than like you would think.
It's like being Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, a little bit. But it must be like really eerie. Especially when you're in a helicopter.
It is a little more eerie to like just experience complete whiteness instead of blackness. Like blackness, like okay, I kind of get that, I understand that. Like, I've closed my eyes before.
You'd be like in a scenario where like this is matte painted, by the way. They're really going that mountain though. But like it's like you'd be running and like you could be in one place for all you know, because like there's nothing around your environment changing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, matte painted in.
You know what? We should watch The Abyss.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
It's a good movie. Reminded me of that.
There's a little bit of debate. I think you can go either way on this. There's no evidence to suggest one way or the other about whether or not this was the Thing's ship or if it was some alien who like had a sample of the Thing that was transporting and got infected and it kamikazed itself to prevent infection.
Less you know, the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like to think that this belongs to the Thing's like race, and like the Thing is like a multi-planetary superorganism.
Did you just fart?
Stop bringing it up every time. Damn. You gotta stop that, okay?
Why?
'Cause every time you do it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like you burp all the fucking time. I don't bring it up.
Oh, you should. Shame me.
Very, very terrifying like implication here to me. Saying it. Oh, look how pretty that blue ice is. Something else I want to talk about is the Peter Watts short story, The Things, which is a retelling of the movie, but from the Thing's point of view, and it's very interesting.
I didn't know that existed.
I highly recommend it. In the story, it explains that the Thing really doesn't think of itself as like doing anything harmful to the humans by assimilating them. It's like every other place in the universe, life is fluid like it is. It's never experienced like monomorphic life before. It sees us as like a weird, monstrous aberration that needs to be cured. So it sees it as doing us a favor. It describes us as like walking tumors, which is a good description of a human being.
You telling me?
Although the short story has a few things I don't like. Like it implies that Blair is the Thing like already. It implies that Childs is assimilated by the end, which I don't like that. It maintains like the you won't know if you're the Thing mindset that the makers of the movie had.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but it's still worth it. It's very good. So the argument that Blair's infected like right now is that he's purposely like trying to instill like superstition and like paranoia in the crew, but like to me that seems really counterintuitive to what the Thing's goal is. Like the explanation in the short story, The Things, is that he's literally like making all this up just to scare them, to leave them behind and like make them like paranoid. But like I don't know, that just seems like a little too like self-sabotagey. And I do like to think that this is like legit because it's really scary, even though this is not how science works. This is where the apocalyptic element of the movie seeps in, which I love. In the commentary, they describe it as like a game of asteroids. $75%. That's 3/4.
It is?
Sure is.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
$27,000 hours. That's like one of the most terrifying sentences in the movie. That's 3 years.
3 years.
I worked it out beforehand.
I figured you would have.
But yeah, like this is why any kind of sequel to the Thing really doesn't work, because this story really only works in Antarctica, because if it had like access to like a biosphere, all it really would need to do is like assimilate like a fly or a bird or a fish, and it'd be game over.
Yeah.
There'd be no containing it. They've tried to do a few kind of sequels. There was a sequel comic series which is well drawn but poorly written. They tried to do a Thing miniseries produced by the Sci-Fi Channel.
There was a PS2 game.
Yeah.
You and I should play that.
That's the one where like they try to make the Thing a weapon.
I haven't played it, but it got not ported. It got remastered.
That making the Thing a weapon is like a moronic idea because there'd be no way to control that. But whatever. But the Sci-Fi series. They were gonna make a set in like a few like in present day, and it was gonna be set in like New Mexico or some kind of desert town. But even then, that's not hostile enough. You could still like have a fly or you know, maybe it would have been good. But Sci-Fi scrapped it probably because it'd be too expensive to like have practical effects. And
there's a
Sci-Fi channel is like the cheapo channel of bullshit.
There's a video game called Carry On, which is heavily inspired by this movie, where you play as a thing-like monster.
Oh, for sure.
And I highly recommend it to whoever's listening. And
we should talk about it real quick. Let's talk about how many things I've been inspired by the Thing. Things inspired by the Thing, but you know, Among Us is one of them. That's an obvious one. Parasite, the anime, I think that's been an inspiration.
Who gives a shit about that though?
Oh, whatever. But needless to say, this had a pretty big impact on science fiction and horror.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie.
Nice little like kind of corny, but a good beat where it slithers under the blanket. I saw some person the other saying like the absence of woman was intentional, to like how like men aren't good at communicating, and like if there was a woman there,
men aren't good at communicating.
No, but like they were saying like if a woman was there, she would be able to tell the difference between like the Thing people and like the regular people. Like, no, you couldn't. That's not how it works. No, they're identical. It wouldn't matter.
I think women are definitely better at picking up on like nuances in social.
No, but like it copies you, it assimilates you perfectly.
Yeah, I know, but
so
I understand their point though.
No, it doesn't.
I understand it.
They're also saying like him destroying the female computer at the beginning is like a sign of his misogyny. It's like, no.
All right, let's calm down.
That's
here.
ridiculous.
Come on, guys.
But no, you could not find who the Thing is just by being a woman, okay?
No, but I think the implication there is that women are much better at picking up on tiny little differences in social interactions, which I think is true.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not convinced on that, but maybe it's true.
In my personal experience, that seems to be the case.
Yeah, it just makes. Why would he intentionally like make people paranoid? He could just like lay low and like just not draw attention to himself and then assimilate all of them. By the way, I love how blue the light is. I know it's not super realistic, but I think
it's a very blue movie.
Yeah.
What are your favorite Blue movies?
Avatar. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like, what do you mean? Like a movie that uses a lot of blue?
A movie that's blue, yeah.
I think Empire Strikes Back has a lot of great blue.
I don't like that movie.
I know you don't.
I don't like
But
Star
that's
Wars.
not what you fucking asked. The great scene right here. Although I must say, I think the blood is a little too red. But I guess it's not really blood. Reminds me of the Ghostbuster slime. Really song trip right there. Joe Dante saw this movie at Carpenter's house, and he said, like, oh, how economical. You just did a dolly shot, and then you just dolly back.
Joe Dante, what a guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
What's your favorite Joe Dante movie?
Oh, Gremlins 2.
Really?
Yeah. That has a lot of nostalgic value for me, but also, like, I just love the how meta it is and, like, all the movie references that I appreciate now more as an adult than I did as a kid.
Okay.
It was also, like, one of the movies I saw where it was, like the last positive experience I had with my father. You know?
Damn.
That kind of has a factor. Great scene. Look at that Bill Burr ball sack. So eerie. It's like Cry. It reminds me of, like, you know, like recreations of, like, dinosaur calls, where it's like you weren't really meant to hear this as a human being.
Yeah. You know, I will. This movie does it, and old movies do it. All movies did this because of technological limitations, and this movie's doing it, I'm assuming, just for aesthetic reasons.
That's
But let me finish. Okay.
Okay.
You fucking asshole. Piece of shit. So this movie did a thing that I like that old movies do, where when a monster screams, it peaks the mic.
Yeah.
Which sounds so fucking oppressive as a viewer. It really shakes your soul. And modern movies don't do that, because modern movies have to be, production has to be fucking clean and crisp, and
yeah. And
I think that's a lost.
There's a writing technique that Stephen King uses. I noticed it in, like, when I was reading Salem's Lot, but, like, there are times when, like, he won't describe something as if it were, like, real. He would describe something as if it were, like, he would describe it as looking like the way a special effect in a movie would look at the time, and I think that makes it so much more vivid in a weird way.
That's creative.
Yeah, like, he literally, like, when they kill the vampire, it's described as, like, having, like, a stop action kind of quality with, like, just the way you described it made it sound like some kind of, like, blood, like bright red paint, blood.
The vampire's name is Count Borlo.
I think it's Marlowe, actually. No, it's Barlow.
Yeah, Barlow.
No, is it Marlowe?
No, it's with a B.
Yeah, you're right. But I was just gonna say that when they do burn Bennings, like, that does look kind of like a scarecrow, like a wooden, like, you know, doll. One of the less convincing effects. There's one I want to point out, the least convincing effect in the movie. Maybe you'll know what it is.
Least convincing effect.
To me, anyway.
I can't think of any time where I was taken out of the movie because of an effect.
I'll point out. I mean, I was kind of taken aback when we saw how, like, kind of like fake looking that mannequin was, but
I thought that was fine.
Well, yeah, it's okay. We'll get to it. I mean, they can't light a real guy on fire in that way. I mean, they do later, but something I really kind of want to talk about is about lighting. A lot of people, like YMS, Your Movie Sucks, is very adamant that, like, lighting has to be, like, completely, like, he wouldn't tolerate this kind of blue lighting in a movie.
Oh, is he like, it has to be completely natural?
Yeah, if you're having a scene at night.
That is absurd.
No, let me explain. Like, if you're having a scene at night, you just, like, not see the characters, I guess, because, like, it's not realistic to have lighting. But, like, I think there's someone on Lord of the Rings said, like, while they're filming one of the fights, it's like, wait, where's all this light coming from? And the guy said, the same place the music's coming from. And I think I really kind of realized something like light really should come in, like, a non-diegetic form the way music does.
I agree. I think it is entirely reductive to be like, it has to be completely natural.
Yeah.
Why should art limit itself by trying to imitate real life?
But, like,
real life is boring.
Yeah, like,
art is able to be so much more.
Just the same way, like, real life doesn't have music soundtracks. Like, why can't life have, like, really artistic, unrealistic, like, stuff that you understand, like, not literally happening in the movie, but, like, for our you know, us as the viewers to enjoy it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I really do not understand that perspective. Like, at that point, just
Not
really
the
just
Rag and YMS, but a lot of people make that.
no. YMS has a lot of rightful criticism.
He has a bad track record for a lot of kind of ridiculous.
I think it's only gotten worse over the years too.
He's a little boy. I mean, you talk about mic peaking. I really can't pick up mic peaking, but there are times when like he'll be talking about a movie that has mic peaking where I really,
he's a musician. He kind of has an ear for that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like sometimes like he kind of imagines something and like he insists it's the case.
I think at some point, like movie reviewers in general, they just kind of get to a point in their career where like, I think they almost kind of go crazy with.
They become hypersensitive to a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the problem with critiques and criticism. You know, it's like when you're consuming so much of the product, you're in like a mind space where you're like, you're gonna first of all you're gonna get really tired of like a big reason why critics like usually like just say over and over again like make something new is because they're watching everything. Mm-hmm. And when you're watching everything and you have to watch everything, you're gonna want that originality that the average person is just not gonna want or necessarily want. So like, I think this is like pretty reasonable. If I were in this position, like I would probably do this too.
Self-sacrifice for the sake of the species.
Yeah, that's pretty high stakes. I wouldn't really, Yeah,
this is a pretty fucking high stakes movie, actually.
Yeah, it's
very subtle about its high stakes, though.
Yeah, it's not like you see the world around you, but like it can get out and destroy everything.
Yeah,
that's why I like to think like Blair really is not infected right now, and we see that later on his behavior like does change. So I feel like that's a marker that he was assimilated. Apparently, like the actor really enjoyed this part because he could just go ape shit.
Oh yeah, it's like a rage room.
They wanted to be us. And the novella, the title, "Who Goes There," is a reference to one of the characters who wakes up. And he's like, "Who goes there?" And like it's a reference to like who's there? Who are you? Are you? Or are you something else? Which I think is a great title, but the thing works a little bit more. But still, I would have liked it if they like worked in like the line like "Who goes there?" Damn. So my second kind of like ridiculous nitpick with this movie is that in Antarctica it's considered like international like territory. No one can like lay claim to it. So as a result, all weapons are forbidden on Antarctica actually. So you couldn't have all these guns, and really I don't know why they would have guns to begin with. Whatever they're doing up here.
I can shrug that off.
Yeah, because it's just, the story just wouldn't work if they didn't have guns. They gotta give them some freebies,
Yeah, I think you should sacrifice realism for the sake of emotion, or to enhance the story.
This is a great moment right here where, like, the dog, he real humanizing moment.
Yeah.
Kind of clues you in that he's not really a thing, because he's up by himself. But I call, like, flubs like that. In this instance, like I call them freebies, where like you have to have it for like the story to even happen.
I don't even think you have to like, because that kind of frames them as like a kind of like a necessary evil.
Yeah,
but they're not. That's not how art should work.
No. I think it should be like a necessary.
We need to stop acting like realism is some limitation that has to be satisfied. Like
I'll give you an example that I saw recently. Andy Weir's The Martian. Like, it's not really possible for a sandstorm like that to happen on Mars because it doesn't have to. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like you have to have for the story to even happen. It's okay.
Yeah.
I call them freebies for that reason. Like you have to have a freebie. Every story you get one freebie in the premise.
I really do think that like having a story make logical sense that should not be like the top priority.
It's got to make logical sense in the realm of the story to a certain extent.
Yes, but I think like emotion, like the pathos, that should be the priority.
Yeah, definitely. But it should still make sense. And if there's like a logical flub, that's okay too. As long as you don't really, as long as it's not too noticeable, it's fine. Watch Clark.
Watch Clark's. It's Clerks.
This plot was inspired. I mean, John Carpenter said that when he read the novella, he made a connection to Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians, which I can see that. It's also about kind of eliminating a group of suspects. Something else I want to talk about is John Campbell. One of his inspirations from the story "Who Goes There" is when he was a boy. His mom had an identical twin, and she would come to visit very often, and he would usually mistake his aunt for his mom, and that kind of gave him like the idea of like not knowing something that looks like someone you know but isn't them. Interesting point of creativity.
When I was a kid, during soccer practice one time, I gave this woman a hug thinking it was my aunt or my grandmother.
Yeah.
And it was not.
It was some random woman.
Stranger.
That's a universal experience for like a lot of people. Like you get lost at the grocery store, one with the same height and hair as your mom. In the novella, they like really overcomplicate it with like immunizing like rabbits, and it's really poorly explained. Maybe it was like better science at the time, but I like the way it's explained here better. Like you'd see your reaction if it was like assimilating something. But what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay. And the novella is also a character that goes insane, but it's a little bit different.
Insano in the brain. Oh. You know, I really wish they would make like a video game that wasn't
Dog shit.
Well, no, like that wasn't like kind of like Among Us is silly. You know, I kind of think like a game that was like super in depth with like different weapons.
Like you could do like do a thing. I think another setting that would have the only other possible setting where the thing can work, apart from like just a sort of apocalypse, is like inside of a submarine. I think you could do a great thing inside of a submarine.
You should make a story like that.
Yeah, I really do want to make a story about like some kind of creature on a submarine.
Do it. You'd be great at it.
Yeah.
Jack is like the most creative person I know.
Oh, thank you, Josie. I was talking to Marissa, the other Marissa, the other night, and she was saying the same thing when I was helping her out with her
Oh, that you're the most creative person she knows?
Yeah, she said I'm a really creative writer.
Wow.
Like, she was looking for ideas for her kind of story she was formulating, and she was like, I need a monster fist. And I was right by my top of my head, I was like, what if it was like a mermaid, but instead of like a fishtail, it had like a centipede tail, and like her skin was like maggot flesh, and she had like no eyes, and neither teeth. Like, nah. I came with like this description, she was like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah, this kind of stuff just naturally comes to him. I really don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Dan the other night, and he said he was like really, he's really uncomfortable with the idea that like imagination is like coming up with new stuff doesn't really exist. You can only like make combinations, and I feel like the reason like I can be as creative as I am is like I really understand like it's just combining things, and I can like just without me even like trying to make something original, I can just like put things together like some kind of like chef or scientist, and just make something all new.
I mean, that's all art is just combining stuff.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like because I understand that, I feel like a lot of artists like think it's like you have to come up with like a literally original idea instead of like just mixing.
That's
and matching.
Impossible.
Yeah, just straight. That's my advice. Just straight up like take a story you like and just add stuff to it and like change window dressing. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't. In fact, I think that actually is what makes art so interesting. A lot of people reference their own experiences in life through their art.
A lot of people I feel like just feel like they need to like just be, again, because critics say it so often, like be original, make something original, want something new. It's like they get into this mindset of like I need something completely off the cuff original. And it's like no, you don't need that. Just
critics
make
are whack, yo.
Just combine a bunch of stuff you like and make something cool and new, and that'll be good enough. Like here's something else. Like there are enough combinations of and a deck of cards to there are more like combinations of shuffling a deck than there are like atoms in the universe. A 52 card deck, and imagine how many different settings and tropes and archetypes there are. We could make trillions of combinations of unique stories that are completely different from each other.
Absolutely.
You trust me. You don't have to worry about plagiarizing or accidentally plagiarizing someone.
I mean, plagiarism also is just gonna accidental plagiarism, that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, convergent evolution. There's a great... we missed it. We should talk about that. But there's a great moment where they offer Norris the leadership command. He turns it down. And Norris very well could be assimilated at this point, actually. And it'd be interesting to consider, like, is the thing, like, wanting to stay out of the limelight? Or maybe that really is not... Maybe it really is Norris, and he's just not sure of himself. The actor said that he interpreted it as, like, he's not fully taken over yet, so maybe he's, like, his humanity... Oh,
that's an interesting perspective.
Like, his humanity's like, you shouldn't put me in charge. I don't think that could end up bad. Like, his humanity's, like, kind of peeking through. That's interesting. I could consider that. I never thought of it as being, like, a slow kind of possession. Yeah. I always thought of it as, like, it just kills you and then takes your body. Well, if it could take you from just a single cell, it could work that way.
I never thought of it that way.
This is my favorite scene, by the way. This dialogue. I love how intelligent the people in this movie are.
I like how they capitalize the letter T in thing when he says thing in the subtitles.
Yeah, I mean it's proper noun.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
But I love this logic here. It's like, oh, you guys, some of you are still human because you haven't all just attacked me. So, and you know, I know I'm still human. Like that line, by the way. If they don't know if you're a thing or not, that line, I know I'm still human, really doesn't mean anything. So I really just don't think it works under that interpretation. But yeah, I love this scene. It's so ominous. I love the blue lighting and the fire, orange flame illuminating his face. Great contrast.
Yeah, blue and orange are on the opposite sides of the color wheel.
I think orange and blue go very well with a lot of different colors.
Well, orange and blue are complementary, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but in general, I think they're fairly complementary colors to other stuff, too.
Like what? Like,
well,
can you think of any examples?
Orange and purple, I think, go together really well.
I guess so, yeah.
Even like blue and purple.
Orange and purple actually is pretty good, yeah, now I think about it.
Yeah.
It's just...
Blue and red, blue and green.
I like blue-green.
Blue is a pretty versatile color.
It is. I think it's America's favorite color. By
My favorite color is yellow.
Mine is, can you guess?
One kind of like this is this is not really a flaw, but I think this is more of a genuine critique. But if they know that the thing is like contagious, like a virus, like they really shouldn't quarantine them all together like that. That's a hazard. I wouldn't. They should have separated them. Apparently, from every needle scene where they stick a needle in someone's arm, it's the same guy. It's the same guy's arm because no one wanted to do it.
Hey, where's the needle guy? Bring him over here.
Like he really liked it actually. Like he didn't like it, but he was like, I can do all that.
He's like, hey, we got another needle scene coming up.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen that post about Terry Crews?
Which one?
Like apparently like, Terry Crews came out as like how he was watching. He had a porn addiction and he was watching porn for like 13, 14 hours a day.
What?
So, like,
my man had a shift on porn.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's why he was filming Everyone Hates Chris. So like someone like made a meme like that Quagmire clip where he comes out of the house after discovering porn with like the muscled arm, like Terry Crews be like
14 hours a day. You're not exaggerating, are you?
No, that's what he said.
14 hours a day.
Or like maybe like 12, 13.
That's insanity.
Apparently he wouldn't even like jerk off. He would just watch it.
That's really sad.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That's a man who is enthralled by his addiction.
I'm glad he got better. Like, I don't think you need to be like a MAGA prude to be like, yeah, pornography is not the greatest thing in the world.
Well, pornography isn't especially like. Pornography is like anything else. Like it's anything is harmful in mass consumption. Like nothing.
There's dangers.
There's nothing special about the way porn becomes addictive other than like food.
Yeah, like or alcohol. That would be my go-to example. Alcohol.
Yeah.
How many Americans are just alcoholic and they just
or coffee even?
Yeah, I'm probably addicted to caffeine.
Oh, I didn't know you drank caffeine. Oh, I guess it's in soda. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda.
I love Fuchs' character. He's such a mild-mannered kind of guy. You feel really bad for him.
You know what? I also, since we're kind of on the topic slightly of it, I think people are way, way, way too fucking prudish about just like sexualization in general these days.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about like retarded conservatives. I'm talking about like hyper overcorrective liberals.
Or like every time some kind of like nude scene comes up, it's like, what kind of gooner made this?
It's like, sex is a part of people's of relationships. It is a natural part of being a human being. Sex is not inherently just porn.
Yeah.
And the fact that people, you know what I will say.
Look at how blue this shit is, by the way. It's so fucking blue.
It's very blue. It's beautiful.
It's like a Smurf pissed on the screen.
Looks like a painting. But fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
We don't know what's in the Get Help video. We don't really need to hack.
Did we?
Help. Yeah, we did.
Okay. But I feel like I make my opinions pretty clear on this.
Yeah. But I love in my opinion, I think this is either Palmer or actually no, it could be Window. It could be Blair. I mean, doing this. Maybe it is. You know, it probably is Blair. Actually, now I think about it, because he'd have to have access to the outside.
It's such a good shade of blue too.
Yeah, and the way the pinkish red flare.
It's so fucking just not nice.
They really wanted to set McCready up as like being a candidate for a thing.
Somebody blew out a fuse in the
It's clobbering time!
for an hour. Any one of us could have gotten to it. All right, we gotta find it.
I think at this point, Palmer's definitely a thing right now. So that's definitely a thing.
Let's check the inside.
Don't make it a thing.
I ain't going. I'll go with child.
It is weird, like walking. I don't know.
That was inappropriate language.
It is weird, like on my recent rewatches of this movie, I have been like watching it with the mindset of like who's the thing in mind, which I haven't really done before for some weird reason.
I've never done that.
But like now, I'm always just thinking like, what is Norris doing? What is Palmer doing?
Do you remember those Chuck Norris memes
Yeah, I do.
when we were a kid?
Yeah,
You know he died pretty recently.
yeah, a couple months ago.
You know, I actually had no idea he was like a MAGA dude,
Oh yeah, he's a pretty conservative guy.
which kind of disappointing. 'Cause
He
like,
he went on like a crusade against the Boy Scouts for letting gay kids in.
really?
Yeah,
God, what a fucking.
that was a
dick.
while ago. That was like 10 years ago.
Still, but like my brother's
Oh,
Christian private
Hold
school.
on, I just want to mention this real quick. Let's look at this thing real quick. The news, first of all, I think is hilarious.
I
But
know
also,
news.
I love how his behavior's changed. Right, he's calm now. He says like, "Oh, I'm okay, guys. I can go inside." So I think it's pretty clear that at this point, he's been assimilated. But
Yeah.
please continue your Chuck Norris rant.
Yeah, I was just saying that my brother's hyper conservative Christian private school, like canceled the school day when he died to have
my
like a
God.
memorial for him.
He
I-
did-
dude,
he's
they,
not
did
even
they did the same thing for Charlie Kirk
Well,
too.
at least Charlie Kirk was like an activist, like quote unquote activist. But like
Chuck Norris was just a dude.
Chuck Norris is just a guy who's famous.
Yeah, and apparently he told me, dude, one of his assignments when Charlie Kirk died was he had to like write a paper on why Charlie Kirk was such a great like American hero.
That's so biased, dude. You
It's
can't do that.
insanity.
You can do that about like Thomas Jefferson. You can't do that about someone who just died. That's recency bias.
It's just the name Chuck Norris. Just I don't know that.
That would be like if like Michael Jackson died, like the day of school.
Yeah,
You know, I actually do remember the day Michael Jackson died. As a
I
kid.
do too. Actually,
The teachers were talking about it.
I was pretty young. How old were we?
I was in kindergarten. You must have been too.
Yeah, I was very young. Yeah, I remember. I actually had no idea that Chuck Norris was like this. Not only he wasn't just conservative, which is its own thing.
Yeah, he was
like that's an eye roll in and of
very-
itself. But like he was MAGA.
Yeah.
Which is like, damn, you were so fucking funny to me as a kid.
Well, he still is.
Yeah, those Chuck Norris jokes are still pretty good.
Yeah, like
Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in.
Anyone who fights Chuck Norris and dies is considered a suicide.
Yeah, so it's a good template.
Chuck Norris beat a brick wall at a game of tennis. But I think Fuchs, my interpretation of the scene that I like the best is that Fuchs literally burned himself to avoid being assimilated, which is a pretty baller.
Baller move.
Yeah, pretty badass. I mean, I imagine you would do the same if you had the choice.
Oh yeah, well, what would yeah, that's a good hypothetical. What would you do if you were with these guys?
Like if I was just like another additional character.
Yeah.
I had to like ignore what I know about the movie and like what genre I'm in.
Of course.
So it's a little difficult, but I would say I'd probably like err on the side of caution. And basically, I can't really say I do that much better than.
Would you like
guys.
isolate completely?
No, that would be a bad idea.
Hmm.
I would recommend we all like just stay together as much as possible.
I'd start masturbating. That's what I would do.
I definitely wouldn't let those guys be quarantined together because it's a hazard.
It's a hazard, actually.
By the way, we missed it, but like a little foreshadowing from Norris's heart attack later on. I love the idea that the thing like imitated him so perfectly. Now it's like it's undoing. Like it imitated his heart defect as well.
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
got him. I like to think that wasn't like an intentional part of his plan because I think that doesn't make any sense. It's weird to think the thing is talking right now. Those ropes is in case anyone doesn't know, like yeah, it really is just so dangerous in that environment that like if you are like caught without that rope to connect you to the building in like a snowstorm or a whiteout, you really could like one or two steps, you're just dead basically, or as good as dead. I mean, like you're just not gonna just you'll be lost.
Yeah.
You ain't ever getting back. And
This world, you know what? I think just weather is a great argument against like yeah, you already see where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's a great argument against like how like Christians are like, oh, God made this world for us. It's like we have modified our surroundings.
The ocean is a good like.
The ocean, the desert, the Arctic. Like we have modified our surroundings so heavily to where it makes just suitable in us. Even then, in our modern society, we can still get fucking just airborne illnesses and die. Like, this world is so not friendly to just anything.
Jungles, swamps, and rainforests pose like biohazardous threats.
Mm-hmm.
Very haunted house right here.
Yeah.
But you're playing the part I wanted to mention, whereas in the original film, the Arctic is just kind of there, which is like, I don't know, to prevent from calling for help. But like in this movie, you really feel how cold it is. This is the Arctic is about as close to an alien planet as you can get. It's so desolate and cold and just so extreme.
I associate the cold with space too.
Yeah. I love that. It's such a brutal line, but it's so fucking like genuine and honest. Like I we were talking about like what I would do in that scenario. Like I'd do the same as a child, really. Honestly.
I'd press like the red button for an emergency meeting, and then I like try and see who's sus. Yeah.
Guys, vote me out, and you'll know for sure that it's blue. It almost looks like a ghost here. That's so
yeah,
weird.
It looks like a corpse.
Yeah. What a fucking... This is like one of my favorite fucking badass action heroes. He's so fucking balls of steel. He dared him to do it. I love watching Palmer's reaction here, because we know Palmer's the thing right now. And I love wondering what the thing is thinking as he sees this.
You're like, oh my god, this wasn't going to be as easy as I thought.
Yeah. I love the kind of rivalry between Charles and McCready. I love that the thing said that. He still looks, even though he's like being a badass right now, he still looks like really fragile and kind of. I mean, all these men have probably like not gone without sleep for a few days, because how could you sleep in a, you know, that's a real danger.
Oh yeah, how could you eat?
Oh well, they brought that up. They say like only eat out of cans.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
I actually haven't, even though this is like one of my favorite movies ever, I haven't seen it like a super ton.
That's fine.
I've only seen it like 3 times.
It's a real like feel bad mood kind of picture where you don't want to see it all the time.
Oh, I love feel bad movies.
You gotta be in the right mood to see it though, I think. But yeah, the characters in this movie are really intelligent, whereas in the 2011 movie they're just really dumb. Like they bring up like bacteriological infection, like hey, let's eat out of cans, let's I know I'm human and all that stuff. This was a bitch of a scene to film. Apparently, like, that torso right now is fake, which I don't believe that. It's just so fucking realistic looking as a chest. They even got that. Even the actor was like, hey, how do you know how my chest hair looks?
Some of my clothes and stuck them up the furnace. We ain't buying that.
This is one of those movies where, like, if you mess up a take just one time, it's like, oh, fuck. Because you gotta redo the entire, like, a special effect and the makeup.
Yeah.
The guy on the table right now, the actor was like, wait, what do you mean we gotta do that again? It's like, we've been here 12 hours.
Some movies are like that, man.
Yeah.
Being an actor, honestly, for some of the conditions I've heard for certain sets, really does sound like fucking psychological torture.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jim Carrey having to be in, like, the fucking chair for
Get
the
the CIA
Grinch.
torture training.
Look
at this. Oh!
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's one of the best fucking...
Looks like a fucking portal to hell opening in his
So
stomach.
creative. They filmed that shot with a double amputee who lost his arms in an industrial accident. Real swell guy, apparently.
Cool.
They also used amputees for Terminator 2.
That's an awesome effect.
Oh yeah, great design. I love his little like atrophied legs dangling.
I like the hair on the neck thing.
Very werewolf-like teeth.
Yeah, I can see why they would consider American Werewolf that guy.
Yeah.
Because that definitely reminds me of that transformation.
I think Stan Winston.
God, that's so gnarly.
That's Jello right there for the tendrils.
I love the way the skin rips.
Yeah, like latex.
If I was like a Hollywood director,
And they filmed this in another reverse shot right here. You see the way it lashed on there? That's a little cheap looking for me.
oh, is that the effect you're talking about?
No, we're coming on that.
I'd be like, that looked perfectly fine to me.
That's good to me. I'm just saying, like, you can tell if you know how it's done, then you're just like, oh yeah, that's over.
Well, every single thing, every effect, once you know how it's done, you're gonna see the cracks in it, no matter how good.
But this is my favorite like form of the thing, the severed head with that goes with the legs and the eye stalks.
Yeah, it's iconic.
When filming like so the floor right there is hollow, and all the legs were like underneath the floor, and they just it gives that uncanny like almost like creating matter from nothing. The feet, I guess you could call them, are like glued to the floor, and it's just kind of moving it around like with a stick. The head.
So creative.
And this is the least convincing effect in the movie right here. The way the legs skitter, like it's not moving the way it should.
It's fine. I really think it's fine.
That's one of my favorite lines. You gotta be fucking kidding. And I love how it's the Thing that says it. The Thing said that line. They did that with like a little RC remote control thing would do. Clark does a great job acting like just kind of, I don't know, something like socially awkward that makes you. He's a little pale here, so you think like, oh, he could be the Thing.
Wait a minute. Let's do what Max says. I mean, he wasted Norris pretty quick, didn't he? That's close enough, Clark. You ain't kind of beat up. Then I'll have to kill you, Charles. Then kill me.
Great clash between two really strong Type A personalities.
Type A.
Not Type A. What is it term? Like Type T, I think? Well, it's something I don't know.
Type A is like psychopaths.
It's like it's one of those like types, you know.
Cluster A.
I love ooh, brutal. Apparently like that hole in his head they put that prosthetic like bullet wound. He once ate lunch on set with that on his forehead. Pretty surreal image.
I've been trying to figure out how to do that. How to make prosthetic like gunshot wounds.
You can kind of turn that line as like the Thing trying to like give himself an out, like they're dead, they can't be assimilated, you know.
I feel like a dead person would be ideal.
Yeah.
It's like an empty car.
Yeah. I mean, it can't assimilate dead matter, but if it's like a person who's just killed, like a lot of the cells are still alive, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter Watts' short story, The Things. The Thing doesn't think the blood test is gonna work because the Thing thinks that these are just some weird aberrations and that they really will like it doesn't understand it doesn't understand monoform life, so it thinks that all of them will react the same way to the blood test, which is interesting. This is how they beat the Thing in the novella as well. It's a great concept for a monster. Like you cut off like its arm or its leg, and the arm and leg will like keep going. Almost very Return of the Living Dead. They did that with just having the blood on the knife already. It's a fake
I think
knife.
that's a pretty common trick.
Yeah. Really a masterclass in suspense. If you want to learn about like paranoia and suspense in a story, watch this movie.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It always makes you a little squeamish. I know what it's like to get like a cut on your thumb like that with a kitchen knife.
Remember the time I cut my hand open with the spoon carver at Regents?
Yeah. I remember one time we got this really special like high quality knife from like Japan, like really like just like, unbelievably sharp, like sharp to like almost a comical extent, and like I literally cut myself twice when I was first handling it on accident. That's how sharp it was. It was crazy.
You ever like touch something so sharp you don't even feel yourself get cut? You just get cut.
Yeah, but it hurts even more later on because like it's like sliced the cells in half.
Mm.
I love Palmer's incredulous expression. You know. John Carpenter and Kurt Russell made the comparison when this movie was, they didn't have this in mind when they were making it, but when the movie was coming out, AIDS was just getting started as a crisis in America, and that was very terrifying at the time because they really didn't know how AIDS was spreading. They didn't know who had it. They didn't know how it worked. Really, it was very almost like almost mystical in a way. It really just a really terrifying
mystical AIDS.
Yeah, but it was just really terrifying phenomenon that you can kind of see a little parallel between this and that. No one knows who has what or who's infected.
This is an entire metaphor for homosexual sex.
Maybe not, but although there's a comic book sequel to the Thing where the Thing is like explained as like wanting to have like incestuous sex with one of its like Thing counterparts. Terrible. I think it's called The Thing Forbidden Vows.
Is that how it? Okay.
It was it didn't make any sense.
The clock was human.
I love this line.
Which makes you a murderer, don't it?
And actually, in the book, they really do like when someone actually kills someone, like not because like they just kill someone straight up just for like murderous intent. Oh, I love that.
Well, why?
They
just wanted to kill.
Yeah, but like,
it's like, finally an excuse.
Yeah, it just happened that that guy was a monster. It's like we got your eye on you. But I just real quick want to say like, I love how the only person who's not bothered by the test is Palmer, who actually was a Thing. They achieved that effect by it was on a table and they just tilted the table to make the droplets move. I love how the pinball has like a heat wave. He's called Heat Wave. He's got the flamethrower on it. Obviously, that's another fantastic special effect. Although the blood's a little too red, maybe.
That's fine.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks scary though.
It's too violent for me to just dismiss it.
See the way the debris like defied gravity. It's almost like a possession. A demonic possession, I mean.
It's a biological possession.
Yeah.
Like Parasite. Well, I mean, I guess a parasite doesn't possess you, but,
It's a little bit different than a parasite. It's kind of its own category of thing, which is cool. I forgot one of the worst ways to go. For, obviously they also had a Burning Man in the Howard Hawks version. A lot of people don't really understand that, like, when you're having an effect like this, the stuntman cannot take a breath in, or otherwise his lungs will be singed by like smoke and stuff. So he's got to do all this while holding his breath. And you gotta hold your breath while being athletic and in a pretty dangerous, tense situation. It almost looked like a cut there, how McCree's like position changed so much. But really, it was just such a powerful explosion. It really did like force him back that quickly. Kurt Russell said like he was completely unprepared for how strong that blast was. Apparently, Windows is like still like conscious right now, but he's like grievously injured and turning, almost like a zombie.
It's so fucking cool.
I'm kind of sad they lost the board games.
Yeah, you would, you autistic piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like, how are they gonna entertain themselves now, dude? I love the hard cut to like them trying it again.
Yeah, it's like, well, we got that out of the way.
All right, let's do it. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. God, he's so cool.
Of course he's cool. He's cool in everything.
He's Keith Richards.
Richards?
No, sorry. Keith
David.
Keith David. I'm sorry. That great actor from Aspen Hotel.
The only thing I know him from.
Well, he also played Flame King in Adventure Time.
What's Adventure Time?
Well, it's a show.
It is?
Yeah. Another great cut where like he just out of and they all have flamethrowers. They just all have one.
It's kind of giving Ghostbusters a bit.
I love how like kind of flashy Charles is. He's got like the earring and the nice facial hair and like the turtleneck kind of sweater.
Maybe my homosexual sex allegory wasn't all that off.
Not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch.
All right, Spencer.
Little marker to let you know if your DVD's in sync with the radio.
Yeah, Jack quoted that right over the dialogue itself, so
Well, it's one of the greatest lines.
that's good.
Child,
It's right there with you gotta be fucking kidding me.
test. He tried to make it back here and we're not with him.
I like the line where it's where McCready's like, "There's an imposter among us."
I don't think he said that, did he?
No, I'm just being unfunny.
I love how much he's sweating. You don't see actors sweat much in movies anymore.
Yeah, because actors are too afraid to look ugly.
Yeah.
That's why
And usually they're not in very, like... I don't know. I think filmmaking has become too comfortable for the actors sometimes.
I agree. Too many of them are like, "Oh, I can't fucking look too like distressed, or it's gonna be an ugly freeze frame."
Yeah.
And you know what I think? Honestly, part of that is, I think they're scared of getting memed.
Yeah.
I think they're too scared of like, oh, if I look silly or stupid, then people are gonna mock me on the internet and turn me into a meme.
I saw a really interesting article the other day about something similar where people don't dance anymore because most people aren't very good at dancing, and if you dance, you're probably gonna look a little silly sometimes, and people are afraid of getting recorded by because smartphones everywhere. Anyone can just pop out their phone and record.
Yep.
An embarrassing moment, and no one wants to go through that, and that's why people aren't dancing as much or being open.
This is why I think we should shame people who just post videos taken of strangers without their consent.
Mm-hmm.
Shame them.
Which I think
make it a taboo.
I think we're moving away. I think it is a taboo, but I think we are moving away from that kind of
No,
cringe
it's not.
culture.
People are rewarded for that.
Well, maybe so. This is taken right from the novella. There's also Childs was also building a tunnel and assembling a space machine to escape.
I like how it's how the red lighting. It kind of makes me think of hell.
Yeah, it ascended. I think they even described it that way in the.
Did they?
Yeah, in the commentary. I don't know how he got all his equipment down here, like the table and stuff, but whatever. Or how he even dug this, like Wile E. Coyote. In the novella, it's described as kind of being like a jetpack kind of, but an anti-gravity device. But the flying sauce, the mini flying sauce is kind of a little corny too. But I like it.
I love when people mix the classic monster aesthetics with the grotesque monster aesthetics.
Yeah, yeah.
I Night Flyer.
Although I must say, how was he planning on getting this thing out of the ice cave it's underneath?
We should watch Night Flyer. That's a good movie. That might be my favorite King adaptation.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen a lot, but
I've seen Night Flyer, I've seen Pet Sematary, I've seen Salem's Lot.
the first Pet Sematary.
I think so. Yeah.
That's the one I haven't seen yet, but I have read the book, and I think it just became available on YouTube for free.
I've seen all the movies on my Stephen King collection. I don't remember what's all on there.
Is this the one with Apt Pupil?
With what?
Apt Pupil.
Let me just go get it real quick.
Yeah, that one with the Nazi I think is really great.
Where is it?
And The Things short story, it's explained that Childs is going off to find a hidey hole to hibernate in and wait for the rescue to come.
Salem's Lot, Shining, Creepshow, Cat's Eye, It's, Shawshank.
Oh yeah,
Dreamcatcher.
that's a different collection than I have. But those are all great movies. Can I borrow that? Actually, I haven't seen Creepshow.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, can I borrow it?
I guess.
6 hours, it'll be 100 below in here. But I'm sure it's not. Not for that thing. He wants to freeze now. He's got no way out of here. He just wants to go to sleep in the cold until the rescue team finds him.
Yeah. So this is where all the characters are functionally dead, but they're determined to make sure the Thing dies with them. I love that. I love characters who are like, yeah, we're gonna die anyway, but we'll go down swinging.
We're not getting out of here alive. What is that thing?
I love how Knowles is one of the final survivors, but he's just a chef. They considered a few different endings for the film, And the novella, it's a victorious ending where they successfully kill the thing and humanity's safe.
I don't like that.
Well, it was done fairly well there. But for this movie, they considered a few different endings. They considered a really good ending, like a happy ending, where McCready survives, he's rescued, and he's even given the blood test to make sure that he's definitely not a thing. Which I think wouldn't have been very good.
No, this movie is not the kind that just everything works out.
Yeah, and then they filmed another ending. That's like, I guess you'd call it like the super bad ending, where McCready and
super bad.
Yeah, McCready and Childs are assimilated and they get rescued, and the last line is them being like, "Hey, where's the way to a hot meal?" to the rescue team, you know, implying that the Earth is doomed. Which I don't like that either, because
I like that.
No, I don't like it if it's too concrete. I like the ambiguity.
I do like the ambiguity the most, but I do love when a movie just has a bad ending.
I would prefer that over the happiest ending. I prefer the ending we got, which we'll talk about when we get there. They had the LA Fire Department on standby for stunts like this. As you can imagine, it's a pretty hazardous endeavor to do this. Oh man, not the square barrels. They did film like the happy ending for protection, but they never really did anything with it. They just kind of had it just in case.
Generator room.
Oh, I do have to mention, I'm looking at my notes right now, the man responsible for the effects was a man named Botten. And one of the scrapped ideas they had was like some kind of monster that was like an amalgamation of dead babies, which would have been pretty cool, but I guess just couldn't work it in, and maybe didn't have the money, or it would have been too hard to create. Then they wouldn't have helped with people's like squeamish reaction to the effects.
They should have done it.
Well, it was probably just a money thing.
Didn't want you anyway.
Generator's gone. Any way we can fix it?
It's gone, McCready. Remember that episode of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated where they're trying to leave and the mystery machine doesn't start, and they look at the front open it up, and they're like, it's just gone. The engine's just gone. He's like, see that hole right there? That's supposed to be an engine.
I think. I haven't seen Mystery Incorporated in quite some time. That's my favorite Scooby-Doo show.
Yep, I think the original is my favorite for my money.
I think my favorite Scooby-Doo anything, though, are the 4 90s movies.
Even
the DVD ones.
Even Cyber Chase?
Even Cyber Chase. That was my favorite as a kid.
I'm not anymore, I'm sure.
Oh, no. My favorite now is Witch's Ghost.
Yeah, but I would put that last. I'm sure you would, too.
Yeah, I guess I would. I would rank them as Witch's Ghost, Zombie Island,
Alien Invaders.
Alien Invaders, and then Cyber Chase.
I agree, except I would swap Zombie Island with Witch's Ghost. But I think it's a lot close. People say like it's a slam dunk between Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost, like not even close. I think they're pretty close.
Witch's Ghost is.
You can almost swap them on my list.
I
pretty much.
love the vibe of that movie. I wish it was longer, man. It ends so quick.
Movies lasted so much longer when you were a kid, when you had no patience.
It really did.
Great jump scare here. You can even call it a jump scare, and great effect the way that his fingers slip in. Reminds me of Dio from JoJo.
Yeah.
They filmed this in reverse also. I love that kind of like the casual way like he glances around.
Why would they even have to film that in reverse?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe the way the latex was like molded, like it wouldn't be the same shape. Oh, that's great too.
There's a
very Society, the way his hand melted into his face.
I need to see that movie.
Dragging it. I think it's available on YouTube still.
I tried to find it. It's not there.
I'll send you. You know what? I bet it's on f.movies.com.
On what?
f.movies.com.
Oh, I don't watch movies on my laptop.
Well, you could if you had to.
I guess.
A person in the Fiend Club recently showed me that site. It's really good.
We are the Fiend Club.
It's got bad biology, which I've always wanted to watch for this channel, but maybe not right now.
I'm gonna tread back to Scooby-Doo though. I think those 90 movies are probably my favorite iteration of the Scooby-Doo gang in general.
I think we should yeah, I agree. I think we should do the live action movies, the James Gunn ones.
Yeah. We should do, you know what? We should just do a bunch of shit ton of Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah, let's make it a Scooby-Doo channel, straight up.
Honestly, I'd be fine with that. You guys better be fine with it too. I'm pointing.
I mean, look at my fucking socks, dude.
Look, he's got Scooby-Doo socks on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So for this effect right here. Also, you said like it reminded you of Hell. This one this really reminds me of Hell right
It
now.
also reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, that too. But they achieved this kind of like almost like a Bugs Bunny going to Albuquerque with we'll see it pretty soon.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're referencing.
Yeah, that.
I see.
It's like Bugs Bunny going to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
But they achieved that by like having like a big metal ball attached to some kind of like pulley system. It was just this stop motion was done by Randy Cook.
I think this might be the worst effect in the movie.
No, it looks good. It does clash though. I think that's because it's the only stop motion effect it clashes. Here we have like an amalgamation between Childs and the dog and other things we've seen. But I'm pretty sure they did Randy Cook's stop motion in the movie They Live. That had a few stop motion effects.
That's a good movie.
Great movie.
I thought you didn't really like that movie that much.
Oh no, I did.
Oh, okay.
Love the way it's coming out of the chest. It's very. Most people think the thing is just a mass of tentacles, and that's a great hero line. Just, hey, fuck you.
Was that line not improvised?
It could be improvised.
Pretty sure this might be.
No, I think it is improvised.
This might be just me making shit up. I'm pretty sure like they told him like, hey, say something kind of like quippy or heroic.
He's like, yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah.
But like, I love that line because it's just such a real thing for someone to say in that situation. Like, fuck you too. And here we have like the final scene. What do you think? Do you think like McCready's a thing right now?
I don't think so, no.
Do you think Childs is a thing?
I don't think either of them are things.
I think so too. I think that's the best way of looking at it. That these guys are
But they could be.
They're both humans, but they can't trust each other.
But they could be.
Yeah, you can interpret it either way.
I mean, if they really were just like looking out for humanity's best interest, they would just kill themselves anyways.
And I think it's pretty safe to say that McCready's not a thing because like how would he even have time to assimilate him? But it has to work through your clothes too. But it's possible that Childs could be a thing. And the music is so haunting in this movie. So subtle and just creepy.
Not the only one. Did you kill it? Where were you, Charles?
Where were you? That's so fucking ominous to me.
They could just do the blood test again.
They don't have any petri dishes or
Like, no, I guess not. I mean, they could just do the blood.
yeah.
So
I wasn't dead anyway, but
Fire shut the temperature up all over the camp. Won't last long though.
Neither were we.
How will we make it?
Maybe we should.
If you're worried about me,
Then we've got any surprises for each other.
you know it's a good movie when we have just kind of like stop talking and just watch it.
Yeah.
what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here?
Wait here a little while. Did you read my essay?
Yeah.
I ended the essay with that line. I'm really proud of that. Speaking of Substack, I actually have a Substack of my very, very own.
I don't give a fuck, Jack.
Jack Britton's Menagerie. Again, I'm sure link below if you want to check it out.
Sure, I'll add the link.
It's nothing on there yet, but I swear pretty soon there will be for new shit. Follow me on Instagram, support me on all that shit.
Yeah, Jack's a great writer, and I think anyone who's a fan of this channel will be a fan of his stuff.
There'll be more essays on the Creep Corner too. I got one on the Twilight Zone and Planet of the Apes in the works. Cut off with that great heartbeat. Cut to black. Oh, so perfect.
Yep. Amazing movie.
I do gotta say though, like, my brother roasts my fucking ass every time I bring up the movie because like that one meme where it's like, I'm a true cinephile. Have you heard of John Carpenter's The Thing? Fucking.
Do you say that?
What?
Do you say that?
Well, no, but like there's like a meme about like a real like quote unquote cinephile. Like, have you heard the masterpiece of John Carpenter's The Thing? And like,
Is that the equivalent of like, oh, I listen to underground music. You ever heard of Queen?
Yeah. And Hogan brings it every time I bring up the, and I do bring up The Thing.
How's that a roast to you though?
It's just him making fun of me for liking the movie. Like when I brought up how like my essay got published and like I said, what was it about? I was like, The Thing. I watched John Carpenter's The Thing. Like fucking man dark voice. Hogan has a great man dark voice, by the way, which is really making it even like worse.
I can imagine he does. That's a great movie. I love it.
Yeah, what can you say? It's a brilliant movie. It holds the test of time. The fucking critics were fucking wrong. It got all the fucking audience were fucking dumbasses. It's a great suspense. It's a great science fiction story with a great concept that really delves into paranoia and suspense. Mm-hmm. Not much can be said about it that has not already been said.
Can you think of any other movie that does it like this?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I guess Tin Little Indians is similar. Or, and then there were none, I should say, for the politically correct. Sorry.
What?
The original title for, and then we're done, we're Tin Little Indians, which, that's offensive apparently.
10 Little Indians.
Yeah, there we go. John Campbell. Oh, I gotta say, I have to mention this before we close out. There's a YouTuber on this, YouTube, of course. Dominic Noble, who, he does great videos on, differences between books and adaptations, but, I gotta call him out, because in his Thing video, which is pretty good all things considered, he says that you shouldn't ever read the novella by John Campbell, because John Campbell was an outspoken segregationist, which is like, man, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
that's irrelevant. It's just not relevant to his work as science fiction.
I definitely do not agree that just because an artist was a bad person, therefore their art needs to just be completely ignored by the society.
It would be like saying like Usain Bolt's not the fastest man alive because he committed some kind of crime. Like that's not how that works. Like it doesn't matter what you think. He's still the fastest guy. It's objective in that sense.
Yeah, I don't think we should be basing the existence of art based on subjective morality.
Especially saying like don't consume his work ever because of that. Like that's just lame.
Yeah, that also makes it seem like, oh, these people are so dangerous and we have to bar the rest of society. It's like,
and also
he's just he's a retarded person. He's not a villain.
And also like John Campbell is he's dead. He's been dead for about 50 years. I don't think he matters to him if you listen to his crap or not.
I think
it's crap.
Honestly, stuff like that's just performative.
Yeah,
just like showing off.
Hate to fuck you, Dominic Noble, for that one point, but
I don't even know who you are, Jack. Just
yeah.
I'm just talking about people in general who are like that.
There was a Brennan in the credits. Just
do you feel seen?
Yeah, I feel seen. Who the fuck is a swing gang? Oh yeah, that probably has to do with like that gigantic monster we saw at the end was operated by 50 people.
Oh, the swingers.
Yeah, the swingers.
James Callan was a banger.
Assistant to John Carpenter. I hope you got your money's worth. Ken Diaz. Thank you, Michael Plug.
Do you have any other thoughts? Wrap it up while the credits are rolling.
If you haven't seen this movie, please go and watch it without us talking over it.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, why are you even here?
Yeah.
What a way to ruin it. What a way to ruin a great movie.
If you haven't, just go and see it. If you have seen it already, Special thanks to Stan Winston. He did the effects on that too. Go. It's a just one of the all-time great archetypal movies. There's nothing else like it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is just perfect. 10 out of 10.
And stay tuned for next time where we watch the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula movie.
Oh boy, we got a lot to say about that. A lot to say about that.
Meow, 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 meow. Okay.